I don't know why I was muted. Ha! Just had to unmute myself. That's weird. There's all kinds of upgrades. I hope you guys realized, anybody on Facebook, your storage for your live videos, there's no option now. It's 30 days, eh? So just to give you guys a heads up, make sure that you're storing your videos if you're repurposing them. And on another note, I hope that everybody has woken up super grateful to be alive again another day in this experience. And I hope that everybody set that high vibe by telling themselves all of those amazing things that they need to hear today. Like they're strong, they're smart, they're beautiful, they're capable, and they can float. Feeling their love over worry, yes, and flowing with ease. Flowing like water over rocks, with ease and great force, yet least effort. Definitely. So I'm really grateful for all the questions. I've been getting a flood of questions since I came out here with these dowsing rods. Yes. And I came out to answer some questions for y'all because I was called to. I just got an email with a whack of questions in it too. And I'm so grateful. You know who you are. Thank you very much. Guys, energy is everything. We are energy first. And actually, I would love to share a picture with you right away for you guys to see your Merkaba. You really want to know your vehicle of life? You want to know what your biofield and its power looks like? I'm going to show you a picture. Look at that. You may think that you are just that body, but you are that field of energy, okay? This is your vehicle for existence. So, I just want you guys, I want that to soak in for a minute. You see that energetic force that's flowing from the top of that individual's head? Well, that is what it means to have your cup overflowing, is when you're flowing like that, undistorted. Yes. And this is why my energy is so big, because my energy flows freely. Yes. Why? Because I can flow, feeling the love over worry at all and any circumstance. That's why my energy remains big the way it is. It's because of my Merkaba. This is my energetic deliverance of my human being here on this planet. But we're all energy first. And as you can see, you have more energy than you do mass. All right. And energy fuels everything in your being anyway. Everything. And when you have things that go against that natural state, well, then it diminishes your energetic force. Of course it does. How could it not? If it can't flow as free as I just showed you guys the picture, just like that, flowing freely throughout you, in you, out of you, you see all the correlations to the colors? Because every chakra has a color. Okay, it has a hue. All right. And look, I'll even show you another picture of subtle bodies. Like, you have chakras even outside of your body. Yes, very much so. So there are subtle bodies and energy points even outside of your physical being. So there were some questions about all of that. So I would love to be the one to show you all about it. Yes. And I'll now show you a difference between full energy and murky energy. So when I talk about that free-flowing state, you're flowing freely without worry, holding love in your heart and nothing but, because that's your initial most natural state. Well, you would be the yellow in that state, whereas people with belief systems that go against their own most natural state. So the things that they believe about themselves, like all the things that they dislike about themselves, that actually puts their energy into a murky, stagnant state. Oh, yes, very much so. And I'll show you the picture of the difference. So if you can notice, you're going to see on the left side that vibrant yellow encasement. Well, that's cup overflowing. On the other side, where you're going to see the murky flows, as you can tell, it's not glowing and it's not flowing. It looks stagnant. Okay. So this is the difference that I talk about between flowing energy and stagnant energy. Okay. You see how the colors of you see the lower, the red by the legs, and then the yellow, and then it comes up to the green. You see the orange in between, and then the light blue, dark blue. You see, and then the purple, it all correlates, but they're all intertwined, you see? And when you take a look at the other side, the murky side, if you notice, there's no red, there's no yellow, there's no willpower there. And that's the problem. On the stagnancy side, there is no willpower. There is no safety and safety in their root chakra to be circulating the flow properly. You see, that's what makes it murky, is because there's no flow, because that circulation in our root also relieves us of all of the negativity, the negative ions. So it's a very important, and it's the core fundamental factor, whether somebody can actually tap into their willpower or not. So a lot of people can think what they want, but when it comes to energy, energy doesn't lie and it doesn't think. It works in perfect design. You see, all the time. And each one of us have an energetic field that we're born with. Of course, that energetic field is what is the overseer of your life. You have an overseer of your life that's giving you that. Where do you think your mind comes from? Stay quiet right now. Don't move your mouth. And tell yourself, have a great day. Okay? Without your mouth moving. Did you hear it? Yeah, you did. Where do you think that came from if your mouth wasn't moving? By the time it comes out of your mouth, it's already been transmuted to come through you. Where do you think that comes from? Not your brain. Well, that's an example for you all. Anyway, I came out here with some questions that I had to answer. So I will get on with the questions. Yes, because I have a couple of things written down that I took note of. Okay, so first question. Tobi, you seem like you don't even need tarot cards or rods. You pretty much are tapped into a knowing. Yes. Yes, I am. The knowing comes from the flow of energy that gives us all life. We are all tapped into it all the time. It just depends what channel you're on. Are you on a frequency of fear? Because if you're on a frequency of fear, you'll never feel your own love. You're dismantled out of it because you can't feel two things at once. So I stay in my flow because I know it. It's mine. It fuels everything I think, say, and do. Why would I have to worry? I have everything flowing through me. This is why I tell people flow. Feel love over worry. On purpose, with intention. Yes, because it knows the way. Your soul knows. You know, everything past the energy point is man-made. It is made in the experience. But the energy is still making it all happen. So we're energy first. So the energy that's giving you life, that got you up today, that allowed you to go and eliminate, use the bathroom, brush your teeth, carry out whatever you had to, which today I gotta shout out Summer de Silva. Listen, she's awesome, and her connections. I'm gonna have to put that link out for everybody who wants to join because she had an awesome networking event today, and I have to say it, that was really, really awesome. I really enjoyed myself, and I'm grateful for it. And you know, I should have thought of it before, but I was so instructed to come out here. But I stay in a flow of an all-knowing state. I don't question it. I walk in total faith. Total trust. Total trust. I trust what's giving me life more than anything in this life. 100%. And it sees and knows all. It really does. So why would I fear anything? I wouldn't. I know what's fueling me. And yes, it took me to die to find out. Yes, it did, very much so. Septic shock, total organ failure, 2012. Literally, I died that night. And I was given 16 hours to live. I asked to come back and resurrect my body. And a lot of people have heard that story. Yes, I asked for 10 more years. And I've surpassed that mark by now 3. But that doesn't change the fact that at that 10-year mark, I did have an anterior heart attack. That would have wiped out anybody else. That left me with angina. So that was the 10-year mark that I had asked for. And it was just a test of my will to see if I wanted to stay in this reality or not. Pretty much so. So I know the energies that's fueling me. And it's crazy because even after resurrecting my body like I did, I still didn't know my full story. I had to work to achieve, after resurrecting and fixing everything in my body, I literally had to do the work to get in alignment and discard all the blockages so it would flow freely through me, literally, to attain the state that I have. It didn't happen overnight. No. 2021, it really happened. And that's when I put out my books and everything. And that was my full-on breaking through the ceiling. You see, I had not broken through the cap of consciousness yet, even resurrecting my body and having to do it because I was still stuck in belief systems that I had been programmed with. And I didn't, well, knowing after what I had lived and coming back and coming out to this world and everything playing out the way it did, I just, you know what? I never really realized, I hadn't realized, even though I had a life review, I did not have the explanation about why I had to live everything that I had. No, it was simply a life review. Like, look, this is what your life has been. And here's your scorecard, like your scoreboard card. Like, here, what did you score on that? And I was like, ah, shit. Okay, let me jump back in there and fix this. Because I had hated myself and I had hated everything. Yes. And that's what was poisoning me. It was the fear and it was the hatred and it was the people pleasing and it was the living up to everybody else's expectations except for mine. I know what put me there. The exchange of all the negativity that I was exchanging energies with. That's why now, no, I will proudly stay single until that other earth angel steps in and says, you know, literally, I have no interest in messing with any kind of lower density vibrations or energies. Not at all. Or people that entangle that. The minute that I know who they really are outside of who they show me to be, and if that's the case, I cut ties and I move on because I don't want that poisonous bodily effect that happens by engaging with transference of yuck energy. Yeah. It's like, once you put food dye in water, it's tainted, So on an energy level, that's how I feel. And I transmute all back up to my frequency because anything that comes near me gets transmuted back to that frequency. I don't dip my frequency. Others' frequencies must rise when they're around me. And that's why anybody that does anything with me, usually their bank account shows a significant jump. Always. It's been like that my whole life. But that's also why everybody always wanted to do business with me, whether it was in my dark days or not. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't always walking in the light. And a lot of people think spirituality is just, oh, walking in the light. No, you got to master that dark in the pit of hell and all those demons playing in it. Oh, yeah. And then once you do that, you find that neutral zone within your being, and then you find the willingness to accept yourself and rise above it all to the voice of reason, to your own self-reflection, that you find meaning for your own self. And then you rise above to love yourself unconditionally. Well, as soon as you can break through that ceiling of the ledge of knowing, because that's what knowledge is. You believe, everybody has been made to believe that the knowing is in books, and if you don't acquire the knowing in books, you don't know. But that's bullshit. It's actually reversed. Your knowing comes through you flowing automatically. So doing the research and having to work to attain my full Kundalini awakening, which means cup overflowing, breaking through the crown. Yeah, I did it. And when I did, that's when Metatron really showed me why I had lived everything I had lived. You see, that was a different experience spiritually. That experience is what actually truly evolved my soul into the real knowing of why I'm here. And that's why Turning Hell into Heaven came out. Yeah, personal journey of a light worker, an empath, and a light worker. Yeah, that's me. Because I'm not only just an earth angel or just spiritual. No, I'm an empath. Yes, I am. I feel energies as if they're mine. I can jump into anybody's energy field and tell them anything. Yeah. Do I do it? No, because you can't play in anybody's energy without permission. So even if I have an answer, a channeled answer that needs to be said to them, unless they give me the permission, I don't deliver it. Never, never, because I don't play in people's realities or energy or existence, because there's always consequences to that, no matter how it is, because you think you're doing something good for them and it could totally destroy them. So no, you got to play the neutral game. Yes, very much so. And you're not allowed in anybody's energy unless you ask permission. Very much so. Yeah. But I already know about the permissions that I had to ask. Well, actually, I emailed the person back, actually a couple of people back, and said, as long as I have your permissions to deliver the answers, I will. Yeah. And factually, the more you ignite, the more you ignite your alignment and you stay in that flow state, your highest potential, like, well, put it this way, the more people I activate in their highest potential and they break through the cap of their consciousness, that glass ceiling that people talk about of the consciousness, well, guess what? You got to smash through that. Yeah. And when you do, that's when you tap into the all-knowing, because it's the belief systems that cap you from comprehending the all-knowing. Yes, because number one, you believe it doesn't exist. Number two, you believe that you are your name and your experience and your body. And that is the biggest problem that blocks you from the all-knowing energies. And yes, people come together in mastermind to have that equivalent effect of the collective consciousness. Yes, very much so. But when you achieve this state, you are tapped into the all-knowing all the time. Yes, and you can go and get whatever you need. And I'll never forget somebody in my family saying to me, oh, so what then? If that's the case, right now, give me the answer for da-da-da-da. And I'm like, the hell is wrong with you? You think that's how it works? Like, belief systems, like, I see things so differently than how I ever have. But the most recent changes spiritually, 2021. Yeah. And had I not actually broken through the cap of consciousness, literally, I would have never survived the heart attack. So it was all in perfect timing. Yes. Because by the time I broke through that cap of consciousness, well, the following year, I had the heart attack. Yeah, very much so. So everything that happens leads to what's next. All the time. All the time. So I was asked to do a card pull. So before I do some questions, actually, all right. So one of the questions that I was asked, and I'm going to pull out the clarifying life situations because somebody really loved the deck that I was using the other day on my live. And it's changing life situations, but I guess it's backwards for you guys, right? I should have changed that to mirror mode so that you guys could see. But I was asked to, and these cards are very odd to, so I'll just shuffle them like this together, very odd to shuffle, but I got some popping out. Clear mind. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. So to that question that you asked me, clear mind, sweep away any doubt that you have and know that you are right. Cutting edge. Slice through obstacles and carve a path towards your dreams. So I should really fix the settings so that you guys get a mirror image all the time so that it doesn't appear backwards for you. And this, your clear mind, you're sweeping away your doubts and your right path, and you cutting off all of the crap that you need to, which is doubt and shame and fear. It's going to bring you to the scales of balance. Okay. And that seek equilibrium in love and career. So balance. Okay. Harmonizing your inner scale to weigh decisions with both heart and mind. And it does take heart and brain coherence. Really, it does. Because you will things from inside your core into your heart center, and then you speak the truth of them, and then your brain's job is to make them real for you. Yes. So in other words, you stub your toe, well, your brain's job is to make you feel that and to fix it. You see? Whatever you focus on, you're going to feel. And whatever you focus on, you amplify within you. So what are you focusing on? This is why I tell people to focus on the flow. Focus on the love that's fueling them and don't go below. Love it above all the time. Yeah, listen to your heart's desires. Sing along to your heart's song, for it knows what you truly want. Yes, exactly. Hidden keys, put things together piece by piece, reveal the bigger picture. Yes, very much so. And this is what brings you to the higher wisdom. Explore your options, learn what you can, and expand your horizons. All the time. And it's okay to grow out of people. Very much so. I'm being told to say it. So I don't know how that's relevant to you, but I'm being told to tell you it's okay to grow out of people. It's like growing out of shoes. It's like growing from grade 1 to high school. Like there is a growth and evolution process for all. But just because people are finished school doesn't mean that the learning ends, because change is the only thing that's constant in this reality. But do people change with it for the better or for the worse? I know that I changed for the better, but it took change for the worse to push me into a pain point of literal death to be able to get it right after. Because I was just as stubborn as all of those that programmed me. Yes, I was, and I'm proud to say it. But I had to learn to get past all that and find myself and become who I truly am. Not what others wanted me to be. Others wanted me to be quiet since I started breathing. Others wanted me to do whatever it is they wanted me to do. And I complied until I knew better. Come on now. But the Merkaba, your energy field, carries you. This is your energetic force. You can't be a strainer and give that to every person, place, or thing just because they want it. That's for you to use. It's okay to elevate yourself and not stay stuck with lower hanging fruit. Literally. You know why I say that? Because that's for the juice. Okay? Literally. You got to believe in yourself more than you believe in anything in this existence. Why wouldn't you? It's you first. Your energetic field is fueling everything in your life. How could you not believe its force? It took you out of bed. But do you stand in alliance and compliance with your own being, or do you destroy yourself daily? It's okay to grow away from people. It's okay to grow out of doing the same things. It's okay to realize that things just don't feel good the same. You know, that you could hang out with the same person for 10 years, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't feel good because you've elevated, you've grown, you've changed perspectives, you've changed beliefs, you've outgrown that in your life. Just like you outgrow shirts and, come on, you outgrow a certain type of place. You outgrow doing certain things because you get to a point where that no longer brings you the joy that it once did. Why? Because you become desensitized to it over and over and over again. That's why you got to do stuff differently all the time, on purpose, with intention. Yes, very much so. Expand your horizons all the time. All the time. And I'm being called to the mystic moments. So let's see. Because there's a lot of mystical moments going on. And I'm going to pull out these dowsing rods in a minute. Because I got a list of questions. And I'm going to answer them all for you. And they're all related to New Earth and, the energetic questions that you all sent me. Awesome. All is connected. All is connected. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix the mirror view for you all. Yeah. But not in this video, but anyway. All is connected. My home is my castle, but do you see where her castle is? Herself. Let's see, any other message? The morning dew girl is out here. And I'm being told to say, pain may be of one day, but there's always relief in the morning. Yeah. A new day, new way. Make sure that you all the time. And I'm being told to really see people for who they are, not who they present themselves to be. Know yourself enough and know your energy enough to know better when you must. Yes, very much so. And the Medicine Woman Oracle wants to come out here. So let's see what's going to come out of here for the messages, because I am then going to move on. And this is on the floor. So guess what? It is at the door. Personal power. I encourage you to be the master of your destiny. Yes. And it's funny because we're going to have some destiny questions answered in a minute. Yes, very much. Okay. That's really cool. This Medicine Woman deck is really beautiful. Big time. Big time. I love it. And I'm grateful for those that asked me to pull some cards. And your questions already when it comes to the cards. So you're getting your answers. All right. And I'm not going to say who you are or whatever, but this is a gift from you to me. And it's going to happen in the summer or the spring. Spring or summer card came out. So a time for blooming. Celebrate your successes in the summer. But the spring is a time for renewal. Step into uncharted territory. So do something you're not used to. Okay, step out of the box with your vision. So take your vision outside of the box. Expand your vision a little. Thank you. Take off your blinders. I give you confidence in your divination talents. So trust your intuition. big time. And listen to your heart song, big time. And yeah, I'll put these cards away and I will get to the questions that were asked for the rods. And I really love that y'all sent me some questions to ask the rods. Y'all wanted a tester telling me, Tobi, do these questions for me on the rods. I really want to know. And yes, even though I have a slot that y'all can book with me for sessions, yes, I'll do it like this. I don't mind. I'll answer the questions. But let me see what they are. All right, so I had some New Earth questions going on. Yes, I did. So since I came out and I worked with these dowsing rods the other day on my live, I've had a lot of questions coming in about what's happening. And a lot of destiny questions and whether twin flames really existed, or, you know, if our destiny can change, and, you know, if whatever is set on our path, if it can change at any point, you know, all kinds of questions came in, and I'm very grateful for them. Yes, very much so. So I'll ask some questions, but before I do that, I want to invite you guys all. Next Thursday on the 27th is a new moon in Pisces. So I'd like to invite you all to the new moon guided meditation with me. The entrance is 2727, and it's on the 27th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the link is in the comments. Yes, it is. And it's here again for you right there. Yes. And yes, there's a price attached to it, but that's okay, because you get more out of it than paying that kind of price. Trust that. Anybody who's been to my meditations knows that already. Yes, very much so. And we will get into the questions. All right. All right. So I had a lot of questions that came in to ask the rods. Okay. So, oh, and you know what? Okay, I'll talk about that later. All right. So as you can see, I'm not holding the metal. I'm holding the wood. Okay. And you'll be able to see that, because somebody asked me, Tobi, are you moving those rods? No, I'm holding the handle. You see how they're moving? Okay, stop. Thank you. All right. So I'm sure you guys can see the rods, but could you please show everybody watching what it looks like for a yes answer? And you guys can see that the rods, they cross. Thank you. So can we please see a no answer? All right, so you guys see that they go outward. Thank you. Now, can you please show us a maybe answer? As you can see, they move to the side. They shift to the side. Thank you. All right, so first question. Tobi, do we really have a soul contract? Well, I will ask Spirit right now. The Most High, I ask you that you give all questions with clear calmness and calm answers, very clear. When we are born, do we have an agreement as to our life? Yes. Okay, so we're not just given our life experience on a whim then. No. Okay, so is that every human being has a soul contract? Yes. Are they aware of their soul contract? No. Is that a part of the game, that you don't know your soul contract? You just play it out and see if you live according to it? Yes. So we don't know our soul contract until we tap into it, like I have. Is that correct? Yes. Okay. I'd like you to show everybody watching. Am I aware of my soul contract? Yes. That's awesome. Have I lived up to my soul contract? Yes. Thank you. Now, I'm going to ask you about some destiny questions. Is our destiny predetermined? Yes. Now, is it possible to take different paths to our destiny? No. Okay, so basically, our path is predetermined with everything that we must live? Yes. Do our choices change that path? No. Okay. So, no matter what we choose in our free will of our experience, it can never change our destiny? No. Okay. So, our destiny is predetermined. Is that correct? Yes. Now, is every single thing that we live in this game of life already predetermined? Yes. So, we pick our parents? Yes. We pick our siblings? Yes. We pick our children? Yes. And this is in energy first? Yes. Okay. So, can anything change our destined path? No. Okay. So, are all destined for abundance? No. Are some destined for demise? Yes. Does that have to do with this shift on the planet? Yes. Okay, so here's another question I was asked too. Have souls been locked into this plane of existence? Yes. Are we in the biggest spiritual war ever known to man right now? Yes. So it's a fight for the souls? Yes. Okay. Now there's a famous picture about a chess game with the devil and the Most High. And the Most High has one move left. Is that a proper depiction of that art? Yes. Am I speaking to source energy right now? Yes. Okay. So I ask you, have you played that final move? Yes. And was that the split energetically of the two earths? Yes. I need to ask you, have you won back souls? Yes. Were you able to free all of those that were meant to be freed from demise? No. Is that because they chose their demise? Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Is that because they sold their soul? Yes. Oh, boy. So they couldn't buy it back? No. Okay. Is that why we see everything coming to light in Hollywood right now? Yes. Is it all of these actors that have had immortality? Yes. So all of these actors that we see the videos and the picture correlations, is it because they are immortal? Yes. So they couldn't die? No. So was it Lucifer giving them eternal life? Yes. Oh, but now they've lost. Is that correct? Yes. So now all of them must die? Yes. And their souls will never live again. Yes. Okay, so I have a question. So is everybody in Hollywood locked to Lucifer? Yes. Is that, must they sell their soul to get anywhere in Hollywood? Yes. Okay. Is there anyone in Hollywood that has not sold their soul? No. Okay. And this is all to what we call the devil? Yes. Okay. But his 1,000 years of reign on the earth, was that the length of the immortality for these actors? Yes. So now that Lucifer's time is up, yes. So are all of the other immortals. Is that correct? Yes. Is this why all of the fear tactics? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the answers. So it is all an illusion. Am I correct? Yes. And it's one choice what they're going to believe and feed into? Yes. But does Lucifer know he's lost? Yes. So does this mean that all of the fallen angels have met their demise? Yes. Okay, so this has to do with not only Lucifer, but all of the fallen angels? Yes. Okay. Is there a one specific hub where all of the fallen angels govern themselves from, as if like government? Yes. Okay. So the depictions, I've got a question about the emerald tablets because I was channeled about the reinstallation of the emerald tablets. Is that what's happening on New Earth? Yes. Okay. Is it Hermetic principles? Yes. Okay. So everybody in Hollywood knows their time is up. Yes. Was that the last Super Bowl that will happen? Yes. I just had to ask. Okay, so let's get into some more questions because I was asked some Super Bowl questions. Now, at these Super Bowl games, is it all rituals? Yes. Is it all to energy harvest? Yes. Is it to feed off souls? Yes. So it's not really entertainment. No. Okay. You know, are we in New Earth right now? Yes. Hmm. Is this going to be the best year of my life? Yes. Great. Ah, boy. Okay, there was a couple of more questions, but you know what? I've gotten all the answers that I felt like getting. The list will continue tomorrow. Yeah. Guys, if there's any questions that you want answered, please feel free to send them my way. I will answer them for you. Like I just answered multiple questions that were sent to me. And if you want some time with me, do it. Please come out to the new moon guided meditation. Only 27 are welcome. Yes, that's the number. Magic number 27 on the 27th for 2727. Yeah, Canadian. You can join me. You can register. Link is in the comments. Yes. Love y'all. Flow freely from that high vibe on purpose with intention. Peace. Love y'all.